My name is Elizabeth Bello. I'm a recent graduate from Parsons. I'm a fashion designer and photographer. I've always been interested in clothing, and it started, as most designers did, with Barbie doll clothing, but my mom never let me use a sewing machine, so I would glue the clothes together, and one day I did get my first sewing machine, and that's where I started making all my own clothing and drawing it nonstop. So I decided to go to Parsons for fashion design for women's wear. I've always been intrigued by kind of obscure and vulgar concepts for my designs, so I usually start with something that repulses people as much as possible, and then I try to make something beautiful out of it. So I'm not a big fan of drawing, so for my thesis collection I had strangers draw for me. I had them draw a masculine object, a feminine object, and a unisex object because I knew I wanted to focus on unisex designs for my clothing. So what I accumulated from their sketches were these stereotypical masculine and feminine drawings that I collaged together and tried to recreate as directly as possible into 3D garments. The act of making is probably my favorite thing as a fashion designer. I just love getting my hands dirty and working with fabrics and doing treatments and making the garment and seeing it as a final product. A lot of my garments could be considered more art pieces than wearable fashion pieces, although I do have some that are more commercial, that are easily worn. But I could see my work going in a gallery more so than a store to be sold. It has more of an artistic and conceptual feel to it, so that's what I would like to see with it in the future. My name is Elizabeth Bello, and I'm a raw artist.